It's workers like all of you who have joined us today who are the backbone of Arizona's economy.
UFCW members like me work in grocery and pharmacy retail. During the pandemic, the country shut down, but we still went to work so our communities could have access to food, medication, supplies. We're essential to our community. However, we aren't really treated as essential. We risk infection every day, and we aren't paid as if we are.
You folks, all of you, I think absolutely deserve some sort of premium pay. American workers are making sacrifices for our country, and they're putting themselves and their families even at greater risk.
And even when care is available, going to the doctor or even picking up prescriptions gets more expensive. What are 3 things that you want to do to make healthcare more affordable and available to everyone out there?
One is we've got to end surprise billing. This leads to not only high out-of-pocket costs, but unexpected costs. We also need to drive down the cost of healthcare in general by increasing competition in the system that brings options to the marketplace. So one thing we can do is we can implement a public option that will compete with private insurance. Finally, there are 2.8 million Arizonans who have a pre-existing condition, and no one should be unable to access and afford health care because of this. So we've got to maintain these protections.
Congress needs to do more for hardworking people, including helping us stay safe and recover from this pandemic. If you are elected to the Senate, what are your top 3 priorities starting on day 1?
I would say number 1, as a senator, we'll be getting Arizonans what they need to get through this current crisis. This has been a really challenging time for us as a nation, especially those who have lost a loved one or gotten sick themselves or had a family member seriously ill or they lost a job. We also have to get Arizonans covered with health insurance they can afford so they can get the care they need during this crisis. And then we've got to rebuild the economy. We had 500,000 Arizonans lost their jobs. Now, some have gotten those jobs back, but not everybody, not even close. And finally, we've got to ensure that Washington doesn't use a crisis like this. They could use this crisis as an excuse to make an attempt at cutting Medicare and Social Security benefits. Thank you for allowing me to join today. I really appreciate it.